Hi there. This is me a day later after the Where is Call of Duty 2 Big Red One video came out, and I'm here to showcase the officially updated Call of Duty timeline, which adds all of the missions from Call of Duty 2 Big Red One. Now, even though I wasn't able to actually play Call of Duty 2 Big Red One, the timeline was not that difficult to put together. There was only like, okay, the first mission takes place like in the 1940s, and then the rest of the game takes place before then, until the later half of the game. And like I said, there was only like one mission that took place out of order, and that's because it focused on a different protagonist. But other than that, it wasn't that hard to put together. Now you might have noticed that there is now a second layer on the timeline, and that's because Paint 3D only allows a certain number of pixels to be stretched out in one image. I think the maximum for what was it width is 15,000 pixels, I think. So yeah, I wasn't able to stretch it even further because I've reached my limit. However, I did add a second line, and yeah. There's that. Right now we are going to be looking at the Call of Duty, the updated Call of Duty timeline, starting with 1941, which at the beginning of the timeline you have the bomber mission for main offensive, the train bridge mission, and then Red Army training. We already know that. That's 1941. Nothing was changed. Here is what was actually changed, though. Let me just... There we go. So this is 1942. And as you can see, we added the Baptism by Fire mission, as well as the Liberators mission from Call of Duty 2 Big Red One. Now, Baptism by Fire is canonically the first mission of Call of Duty 2 Big Red One. However, it isn't the first mission. The first mission, of course, takes place in 1944, and this happens 2 years earlier. Now, the Liberators mission actually takes place from a different point of view, that being the protagonist's brother. This is the Liberators mission is the plane mission. Actually, I think just like how the bomber mission was a plane mission. So yeah, there's that. They both take place very close to each other, like a few hours apart, actually. So there's that. And oh yeah, it also takes place after the end of the beginning and just before like a day before Stalingrad sewers. So that's interesting. Anyway, moving on to 1943 now. As you can see, the time is wrong. Let me just so this timeline's big. There we go. As you can see, only oh well, there's a lot of 1943 missions. So yeah, this is the Tankers mission, where you drive in a tank, Desert Fox, Counterattack, Operation Husky, Piano Lupo, and Farewell to Friends. Now, of course, again, I haven't actually played Call of Duty 2 Big Red One, so therefore I can't really remember which mission's which. However, what's interesting is that the Piano Lupo mission actually takes place a couple hours before the Pony Ride mission. So I'm wondering if Pony Ride references this mission or if this mission references the Pony Ride mission. Again, I'm not exactly sure. Anyway, moving on to 1944, which you can see is cut off because the timeline is too big. And then we have we have the D-Day mission, that being June 6th. Now, just like with just like with the Battle of Pointe du Hoc, I had a bit of trouble trying to locate or like place down this mission. It gives us a time, but because of the fact that the Battle of Pointe du Hoc doesn't give us a time, like, does this take place before the Battle of Pointe du Hoc or after? So I did some research and I placed it before. So if any of you disagree with me, you can just write that down in the comments. And also, the Great Crusade actually is very similar to the Battle of Pointy Du Hoc. I wonder if does this mission take place at Pointy Du Hoc? I'm not exactly sure. Probably not. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Oh, not really sure though. Anyway, now next up we have an easy detail, and this mission. So yeah, an easy detail actually takes place sometime after the Elder Dam truck ride, and airfield escape mission from the first Call of Duty. So I wonder, maybe there's a reference. I'm not sure. However, the mission we've been through worse. This is the first mission of Call of Duty 2 Big Red One, and then afterwards it jumps 2 years earlier. So that's Crucifix Hill. Yeah, there's that. And then, yep, there's the rest of 1944 over there. Anyway, so yeah, moving on to 1945. And I believe, yeah, there's only two missions. That being The Last Train and The Dragon's Teeth. Now, The Last Train takes place 2 days after Warsaw Factory and Warsaw Rail Yards. And then after, oh yeah, as well as The Dragon's Teeth. And The Dragon's Teeth, of course, is the last mission of Call of Duty 2 Big Red One. And then we have the Reichstag, which is the end of the timeline. And yeah, that's pretty much the officially updated Call of Duty timeline. Yeah, that's about it. I'm guessing that the timeline will be, again, a lot bigger. Maybe someday we'll have to add a third layer. So yeah, that'll be pretty cool to see the timeline get even bigger than ever. Ugh. So, yeah, there you go.